A lot of the work that I do is around trauma, and I really believe that it's important to allow people the chance to tell their stories. So when we say the word trauma, oftentimes there's a lot of weight that goes with that. So what we're looking at is, what does trauma mean to you? I can't define what trauma means for you any more than you can define what it means for me. So what I tell my clients when they say, is this a traumatic event in my life, is you tell me. So if it's something that has caused you pain, if it's a place where you feel like you're stuck, then it's probably been traumatic for you. So let's look at that. Within that, there's all kinds of different traumas. There's huge traumas like loss of a loved one, death, sexual assault, house fires, natural disasters. And then there's smaller traumas that probably also need addressed. Loss of a relationship, divorce, a pandemic, things like that need addressed as well. So we have kind of two choices in the way we navigate these hard things, and this is what drives me as a therapist. We can either bury it, pretend it didn't happen, run from it and ignore it, or we can go the opposite direction and allow it to define who we are as a person. What I want to do is come to that middle where the person can embrace what's happened to them and really own it as part of their story without allowing it to define them, without running from it anymore. I believe that my clients know themselves best, and I'm not going to pretend to know them better than they know themselves. So if they know themselves best, then they ultimately know what is best for them. So I meet my clients where they are, and I walk alongside them. What I'm really doing is acting as a support system for them. And for me, I'm a support system not only in session when they're there with me, but also outside of session by offering extra support in ways that they may need. I want my clients to feel seen. I want my clients to feel heard. So for me, I'm really working to create a space in which they feel safe and they feel valued. And it's really important to me to make sure that my clients are validated, that their emotions are validated, that their experience is validated, and this is a safe place for them to begin to heal. Once they begin that healing process, that's when they can begin the process of learning to thrive, which is our ultimate goal. So as far as a approach that I might use, like I said before, I do a lot of trauma work. So what I do is called developmental and relational trauma. And this is looking back at where has the trauma been, where have the wounds been in your life, that you're still operating out of those wounded places. And the work that I specialize in helps us to go back and look at those wounded places and start to heal them in a different way so that they can show up today for themselves in a healthy, healed way, to show up not only for themselves, but for other people. I have 3 kids, 3 teenagers. So really, outside of the office, if I'm not working, I'm with my kids and I'm making time for them. So with each one of them, that's going to look different because every kid is very different. But we like to do things like movies, hiking. We love travel. My kids and I all love to travel, and we really try to make that a priority. And also music is a huge driving force in my family. So we do concerts and outdoor music, and theater is also huge for us. I do a lot of work around trauma, and a lot of that is with divorce. So that is one of my areas of specialty, is divorce. So whether people are heading in that direction, in the middle of it, coming out of it, there's always work to be done. And I really feel that one of the benefits of working with me is that I've been there. I've gone through a divorce myself. So I have seen the pain and the heartache. I've lived through that, and I've worked through that. So I've come out on the other side in a healthier place. So every story is different, and I would never pretend to sit with a client and say, I understand exactly what you're going through, because I can't. However, having lived through that, I can say I have an understanding of what that is like to go through that. For my clients, I'm a big believer in giving them practical skills to take into their life to make meaningful and practical change. I can sit with them and they're going to find relief in talking to me. They're going to find relief in telling their story and being heard. At the same time, if I'm not giving you skills to take into your everyday life, skills to make change, then you're not going to get the full benefits of counseling. So for me, yes, I'm going to sit with you in those moments, and I'm going to sit with you in the pain, and I'm going to sit with you in the darkness, and I'm going to say, here's where the healing continues, is here are these skills that you can take into your life, that you can really practice to make powerful and lasting change.